Two South Africans, I be three South Africans fought over Nigerian matter, guys. Wonders they say shall never end. You remember the video I made or I did that I talked about the 4 South Africans who came to Nigeria telling their experiences, how South Africans need to travel more. As they travel more, they'll get to know a lot about other African countries and see Black Africans like blacks as part of them, not trying to look down on them or give them a bad name to be able to hang them. All of those things, I made that video and I posted the video, and somebody came under that video. I would like to read the comments direct as it is, so that it will not be that I'm the one adding sugar and pepper. So I made that video and I talked about South Africans feeling embarrassed that they came to Nigeria and saw what they saw. Now, these ladies narrated their different experiences. They say, oh my God, they never believed that Nigerians were disrespectful. They were respectful, like they had respect. They spoke to people kindly. Nigerians were very warmed, like they received them very well. That one particular lady, the first speaker said she never believed that Nigerians could receive her the way she did, because they don't receive Nigerians like that in their own country. And she also mentioned that once you are in South Africa and you have and you say you are Nigerian, they begin to relate with you as if you are a plague. Like they avoid you some sort of way, and they don't treat you well. They see you as not being real. So some South Africans came under this comment section to drop a comment that made Nigerians to respond. And the response was not anything funny. Okay, let's start from this guy. He said, we have traveled in Africa. That is why we are aware that our country is highly developed. The problem with Nigeria is love of selling powder is too destructive of our kids. Enjoy Lagos, but don't be confused by powder. Okay, the question now is, which means you who is saying this, your name is Sifo Buten Seli, whatever. You know your names are always the ones that can even make somebody's head to spin. You are talking about powder, selling to your children. It means you are a bad parent. If my child, as I am like this, should be able to know powder, it means I am not present in my child's life. Remember you say child. It means I'm not present in my child's life. It means that husband and wife had failed. Let me even come in that. Remember very well that in South Africa, most children do not have fathers. Not that they don't have fathers, like they are unalived. The parents are alive, but they are not present in their children's life. Do you understand? So you can't blame any Nigerian. Now, if you go to South Africa, a lot of your people are in prison. How many Nigerians are convicted over powder issue? Definitely because of the way you people do not like Nigerians. If Nigerians were a part of those in prison, you people would have showed the data. The data would have been published, because I know you people very well. If you cannot publish it directly, your police will hint a blogger to post it. Because whatever is Nigeria, South Africans are against it. Most South Africans, not all. Because like this lady mentioned, she said she is not xenophobic, but that her people, some of her people are very xenophobic towards Nigerians, towards foreigners. She mentioned it categorically. And that was why I didn't speak for them. I allowed them to talk. And she spoke. And now you said you have traveled. How is your country more developed? The only place that is developed is where the white people developed. And outside that, look at your townships. I will not stop talking about Lusikisiki community, because that particular one, I saw it, I was wondering, is this South Africa? Is this kind of village existing in the world right now, in this age and time? Look at your townships, how they look. Look at the kind of houses you live in. We call that bacha in Nigeria, those kind of houses. So somebody now replied and said, but it's your people in jail in South Africa for selling powder, not Nigerians. So what are you saying? Do you understand? What exactly are you saying? Because it is your people who are in those areas. So now South Africans have, express themselves, and that is why I allow them to talk. Let it not be that because some of you will come to my comment section and say, hey, you are lying. The thing is, because you lie too much, you feel everybody is like you and your family members. No, everybody is not like you and your family members. Do you understand? Everybody is not like your family member. So when you lie, do not think everybody's like. Some other person said you are still in the dark about powder. So the Nigerians you claim to sell that sells it, do they do abusive? Do you understand? Do they abuse it themselves? So if somebody sells something and your child is well brought up, will your child go and buy it? If your child is truly well brought up, will your child now be in that condition? No. So I didn't just want to, begin to, and then this person is saying you can post every 5 minutes, but most of South Africans don't love Nigerians. End of the story. Guess this is where this is the one that made me really, really want to do this video. This South African came, his name is Niamsedi. He said, lies. We South Africans love Nigerians. They helped us against apartheid. You Afrophobies don't speak for us. The guy again came and said, you don't say we. The funny thing is, he was the one that said that South Africans don't, meaning that he spoke as we. And now he's telling somebody you don't say we. It's so funny. These people, these South Africans, some of them. Now, and this one replied and said, our president Ramaphosa gave them free visa. Are you more than the president? And then the guy came and said, yes, I am a government. And are you hearing there? So you are a government and you are hiding under a fake account to come and troll Nigerians. You are a government and you are hiding under, your name is Masigzole Maxwell. So you are a government, you are South African government, and you came to troll Nigerians. That must be interesting. So that guy who is fighting for Nigerians, a South African, said, you not we, that's you are not we. You speak for yourself because we South Africans love our African brothers. You Afrobies won't spoil our image. That's a South African telling the brother that he should not spoil their image. Because see, the truth is, even the South Africans that have sense, those ones, they don't even like all this banter. Because the whites will say, see Africans now, because of Chidinma, they fought, later they will talk about racism, yet they do not love themselves. So why do you people think that, coming against Nigerians is the way forward? This one said they are your brothers and sisters, not some of us. Oh, now you have put some. Now see, oh my goodness. Can't we as Africans come together and hold our leaders accountable? They are the problem. You don't even know. Our leaders are the main problem. You are here fighting country to country. Our leaders are the real problems. Our leaders are the real problem. You call yourself a South African government official, but you had the guts, the nerve to come under my comment section to disrespect to yourself and you to disrespect to your calling and to disrespect the office you hold. I don't understand why some of you think that life begins and ends with you. Hey, my goodness gracious. I've never seen this one. No. Like, people are giving a testimony of their experience in Nigeria. And what do we get? Somebody coming to fight the people who gave experience. And when the person said, no, don't speak for the whole South Africa, wahala started. You are an imposter. Like, you claim to be who you are not. You understand? You are faking to be who you are not. You are a fake South African government official, because I don't believe that a true South African government official will act the way you've just acted or say things the way you have just said. It beats my imagination to hear that. Yes, it does. I won't say I'm disappointed, because you guys are always like that. I won't say I'm disappointed, but that's what I feel. Very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. It's really a sad one. But what can we say? Hey, my goodness. I can't even imagine how people are so... You are always fighting all the time. When you see your brothers who wants to make life easy, you fight them on comment section. And you see South Africa is changing words too. The thing shock me. Thank God you know that is your brother from his name. You won't say, oh, he's a Nigerian that is faking to be. Because I've seen a lot of South Africans during that Chidinma's this thing, they changed their names, their usernames, and they were bearing Igbo names. just so that they can abuse Chidinma and claim to be Nigerians. We saw all of this happening.